Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a brand new team of the week in Hockey Ultimate Team. We also got an update to X Factors in the sense that they actually were added to the game. There was an issue with, I believe, Adam Fox and some others where they weren't receiving their upgrade tier. That has all been taken care of, so we'll review all of that as well. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. It really helps me out. All right, let's get into the new team of the week. All right, we'll start things off with the 87 Jason Robertson, 6'3", and man, his skating is just absolutely brutal. Everything else is phenomenal on this card, but 85 speed, 86 acceleration, and 86 agility. Even if he goes for the bare minimum, I mean, I guess in that case he might be okay because that'd be around 50,000 coins, or 42 to 50,000 is roughly where the 87s have kind of settled, because he's got over 90 shooting, 90 hand stats, and he is very big. So again, for the people that, you know, control the play, hold on to the puck, cycle it pretty well, Jason Robertson could be a really, really good card. I'm thinking of a lot like the Play of the Year Nishushkin, for example. I really like that card. He doesn't have unstoppable force, but he is big, and that shot is really good. But yeah, it's really tough to justify the 85 speed unless he gets a skating synergy, but he is having a great season so far. Bo Horvat is up next, and this is quickly becoming one of the best centerman cards just because of his 91 face-off rating. He's also got silver close quarters, which is incredible. So if you have a free-to-play team and you don't have, for example, the team builder Olli Jokinen or some of the other bigger, huge profile centermen, if you can get Bo Horvat for roughly what 86s are going for, like the floor price might be a little bit higher, that can really, really help you out with 91 draw. So really interesting card. I'm probably going to try and pick him up for the no money spent team. Then we've got the 86 Jack Hughes. There is an 87 version, the Gameday Tilt one that exploded, that is slightly better, but this one's 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 91 agility, and 90 wrist shot with light the lamp activated. Hand stats are all great as well, and you could use him at center with the 82 face-off rating. Jack Hughes cards always have a really, really good wrist shot. I've noticed that from like NHL 21 and onward. Jack Hughes cards just always able to pick the corners quite well. He does get an 86 here for his team of the week. Nick Suzuki is also slowly creeping up to be a really, really useful player. 5'11" with Magician, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is better than Dangle City. And Schneip, again, Schneip and Make It Snappy, I've said this quite often throughout the year and even last year, there's no way to quantify that. However, I will say, Schneip on the X Factor Pasternak, I don't know if it's the Pasternak card or the ability, but he is able to pick the far side shot easier than almost any card that I've ever used. So take that for what it's worth. 89 speed, 90 acceleration, that's definitely usable, but his face-off rating is a little low at 80 overall. Considering he's smaller, I wouldn't play him at center just because of those combinations. I'd rather play him on the wing. Mark Scheifele, he's always criminally underrated and underpriced. He gets Thief, so now his face-off rating is actually useful, and they have bumped it up from prior years. Right-handed, 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 6'3". This is like a better version of Jason Robertson, essentially, almost identical. And you can put him at center. So this is a useful card. Mike Scheifele cards are always extremely cheap. He's like forgotten about, so just be on the lookout, because I guarantee as the week goes along, this card is going to come up for pretty cheap, and you can grab a really good, versatile player. Like if you get you can't afford Zibanejad, or you've made Zibanejad and you're looking for a second player, Mark Scheifele could be an option for you. Chris Kreider's up next. Really decent card because of Booming Shot. I did a synergy tier list for you guys earlier. Booming Shot is one of the best non-skating synergies you can get in the game. You get this activated. He's got 89 body checking, 6'3", and 87 speed. They hammered his speed considering he's one of the fastest skaters. An 85 acceleration, 81 agility. That is awfully brutal in terms of his ability to move forward and left and right. He's got a decent shot, but there's far better options in my opinion. Then we've got the 85 Brady Tkachuk, and much like Jason Robertson, he is always crushed by his skating, but he is 6'4". He's got 86 speed and acceleration, and he's got unstoppable force, which is an incredible combination, obviously. He can't play center, but he's built like one, which is a bit of an issue. So the only way I'd recommend him is if you are a Senators fan, or you're someone that can really out TOA and you hold on to the puck really, really well. He might be a decent play for you, but still, I'd probably not invest. Kirby Doc, same kind of situation. Nice nice recognition for some of the Montreal players as they've been popping off and ruining their stock for Bedard. Not much to see here, but the 82 Kirby Doc. Tyler Javoy's up next with Gladiator and Crease Crasher. I also want to mention about Team of the Week. So these cards that are not really sought after, scoop them up for the bare minimum. So Kirby Doc, for example, go and buy him for whatever he's going for. Like, it's probably going to be like 2,000 coins, maybe 3. Have a few, because I have a feeling that eventually they're going to come out with objectives where it's like, use Team of the Week players. I don't see why they wouldn't, because they've done it with Prime Times and other ones. So just, like I said, I would pay attention. Have a couple. Troy Terry is next with Gladiator and Ankle Breaker. Not a big fan of Ankle Breaker. He's 6 foot, 86 speed and acceleration. Just, again, very, very mediocre across the board. There's far better options for you. We got Michael Backlund with Workhorse, 85 speed, 87 acceleration. Exact same situation, just not really viable. And he's only got 77 on the faceoff, so this would be a pass as well. And lastly, we've got the 82 Travis Konecny with Thief. And again, this would be a card to just trade in or use for the team builder set. On the back end, we've got the 84 Morgan Riley Thunderclap. It just hasn't, I find way more effective in this year with taking wrist shots from the point for tips. Protector isn't a bad synergy, especially for Morgan Riley, because it helps out with his body checking. Very good skater, 89 speed, 89 acceleration. I said when the game launched that his base card was actually a pretty decent option among left-handed defensemen. So if you were looking for a cheaper budget left-handed defenseman, the 84 Morgan Riley might be it. Then we've got Drew Doughty, probably my least favorite player in the NHL. Send it's pointless, but he does have booming shot, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 84 body checking is nice, and there's always that kind of gap between really good players for right-handed defensemen and those budget cards. He's right in the middle of that, so not bad there, but the 84 Drew Doughty, I would only go after him if you're upgrading from, like, it's your first few upgrades on right-handed defensemen. We got Devin Tays next from Colorado with Gladiator, helps out with his low body checking. Same kind of situation, though. He's not dominant in terms of his size or abilities, and he's only got 86 speed, so this would be a trade-in. And we've got John Klingberg, is pretty quick, 88 speed, 88 acceleration, good defensive awareness with Protector activated. I packed this on my no money spent team, and I'm going to try him out as well. Kind of that mid-range right-handed defenseman. However, he is 6'3", so very big. Going to try out the John Klingberg. Then we've got Juuso Valimaki with booming shots and in reverse. Booming shot gets his body checking up, and he is 6'2", but awfully tough to use 85 speed and acceleration unless you're someone who just is amazing at defensive positioning and defending the rush. And finally, we've got Jeff Petry. Once upon a time in Hut, he had decent skating. Not anymore. Thief is a great synergy for any player, but 85 speed, 85 acceleration, just awfully tough to use. So if you are looking for an upgrade there, that ain't it. Finally, in net, we've got the 83 Martin Jones, who's having an unbelievable season for Seattle. I can't believe it as a Sharks fan, but good for him, honestly. Good for him. Then we've got ILYA Sorokin. 6'3". You could try him out, but there's really no reason to not use base Markstrom if I'm being honest with you. Lastly, let's talk about some of the game day tilt cards. We've got the 81 Philip Edel. I would never recommend making them because they just cost a lot, and usually they, you're just gambling. However, 87 speed and acceleration before any upgrade. So again, for anyone that doesn't know, for every goal they get, they go up by +1 overall in stats. For every assist, they go up by 0.75. So if it ticks over, they will increase. And hits, shots, and blocks all go up by 0.5. So it's not like that isn't insignificant. And he's 6'3". Low key, if you were saving one of those 81 overall random game day packs, this is a decent one. At 87 speed and acceleration at 6'3", like, and if you've heart and soul activated, not many people do, but if he gets like 4 or 5 overall points, that's a massive considering everything when you combined it. So he might be a decent one to shoot your shot on. His opponent in that match is the 81 Jaden Schwartz, 86 speed, 87 acceleration, a little bit better shots, but I would still much rather shoot my shot on the Philip Hedl just because of that size combo. You could end up with a steal if he gets up to like 84, 85 overall. So I would definitely go with Hedl if you're going to choose one. So guys, that is going to do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.